What's going on, everyone? We're going to take an intraday live look at Tesla stock price, and we're going to see potentially where could we be heading or where could we be going, right? If that doesn't make any sense to you, are we going higher? Are we going lower? So the story in the narrative still has not changed. You can see this trend line that I have here, this upper trend line here. We've bounced off it 1, 2, 3 times, have been rejected. So in order for Tesla to move higher or to really have some confidence in holding Tesla long, whether it be for a day trade or a short-term swing trade, we're going to need to get over this trend line here into the next upper range and then kind of back test that range and now put in some higher lows. So if we kind of look at this area, here's what I would be talking about. Tesla stock price is going to need to come up to this trend line here, break, and then when we first put in that high, we're going to need to pull back and then kind of back test and validate this area, consolidate, and then push higher. Once we do that, I would have full confidence in either A, holding a Tesla call for a swing trade, or getting into a longer trending day trade. So with that also being said, you can see this bottom trend line here at 685. So Tesla had a very nice flush, which I did catch, and I'll do a video on that a little bit later, kind of showing my trade and outline on the levels that I took intraday. So this line here, the 685, this was going all the way back to around the 6th, as well as, the 3rd. We kind of came into this area, held, bounced one time, held, bounced 2 times. This is where we ran into the upper channel line. But if we kind of go back even farther to last month, this area was acting as a level of resistance. Finally, once we did break that 685, we went all the way from a price of 685 to a price of 793, which is a 100-point move in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days or so on the Tesla stock. So what we're looking at here is a macro overview look at the 4-hour time frame. Sometimes I like looking at the 4-hour time frame because even though there's many trades intraday, long and both short, on a smaller time frame such as a 5-minute or the 1-hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, so forth and so forth, this is kind of giving you the overall bigger picture and potentially where you can catch the bigger move or potentially know if you're in the right side of the trade. So with that kind of all being taken into play here, Tesla is in the middle of 685 and this top channel line, which as of right now is going to go back to yesterday's high price here on this pre-market first hour candle of about $740. So kind of immediately when we came out of the gates, we went all the way to 640. Or 740. I did have a level marked for a long position on the scalp yesterday at 731 and took full advantage of that trade. So that's why learning technical analysis and understanding where these potential supply zones are going to be is always a good thing, because you can kind of get in on a scalp, but because you know the macro picture, you kind of have a clear outlook as, hey, you know what, if the stock price does this, I potentially know it's going to stop here. If the stock price starts to lose this support level, then I potentially know it can go here, if that kind of makes sense. So right now, as we broke through this the last 4-hour candle here, as we broke through the 9 EMA, we came all the way down and we tested this trend line here at 685, which was also the bounce spot here, which was also the breakout spot from here. Okay, remember what I said. Previous level of resistance, once broken through, now becomes new support. Once the support is broken, it's going to act as resistance here. Once we break through here, it should act as support this time. So if the story in the narrative of technical analysis kind of holds up, we have a bigger trade coming here over the 9 EMA, which is going to be a price of around $700, is going to give a little bit of room, maybe to 710, 715. I would expect that trade to be a little bit choppy, but the bigger picture is when we break this 740, that's going to be the long trade that you're going to want. Now, in order for that to happen, we're going to really need the market to continue this kind of rally, this dead cat bounce into Friday and into Monday and Tuesday. If we can get the bounce to continue into Monday and Tuesday, I would have full confidence going long over 740 price on Tesla. That's where I'm going to really want to capitalize on that. But we also do have this line in the sand at 685, which is also correlating with the 20-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. So I know that's a lot of information to kind of, a lot of moving parts that you're going to kind of need to understand and that I'm throwing at you. you know, and there's no real clear direction. I'm not really saying, hey, the stock price is going higher, the stock price is going lower. And there's a reason for that. I am a day trader. So I am looking for short-term trends, whether that be on the 5-minute time frame, the 1-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame. I'm looking for areas of opportunity where I can get into a trade, potentially make some money, cash out, cash my check, and move on with my business. I'm not sitting here saying, you know, Tesla's going back to 1200 in 6 months. That's not what I'm saying. I'm also not saying that Tesla's going to 500 tomorrow. So, you know, all I'm really realistically looking for is I want to be on the right side of a momentum trade, somewhere where I'm going to be able to get in today and get out today and kind of make some money. So if we do come down and we get rejected at this 9 EMA here, and we start to break down below the 685, that's your macro flush point. For a day trade, potentially even a swing trade where you can hold 1 or 2 days. Okay, if we do lose the 685, and let's say, for example, today there's only 1 hour left in a day, you know, Tesla would still have to pull in another 25 points for that to happen. But if we do close below, or when we lose the 20-day moving average and lose the 685 here on a 4-hour time frame, we've got room down, and you can see a lot of choppiness price action, in a demand zone right here between 617 and around 630, right? So let's give it a 15-point range here. And actually what I can do here is draw this little box, and this box here that I'm going to be drawing, this little white highlighted box here, is going to be our strongest point of control on Tesla, where the bulls feel very comfortable stepping into this play and buying the stock back up. Now, anything under 617 is another story for another video. However, you can see here, if we do lose the 685 zone, well, potentially to that point of control, we've got a lot of room down. So this is where you're going to really want to take advantage to the downside, is below 684. I hope you guys are picking up what I'm laying down. You're also going to want to be long if the stock gets over that 739, 740 area, because this is going to break out of this downward channel and potentially back test this trend line, and if holds, could be the next push higher, potentially into the 750s, 780s, and 800 level. This is a thorough technical analysis for you guys, with at least a 1-week outlook on the potential of the stock. If you guys are a Tesla trader, all of the levels that I mentioned in this video are very extremely valid. And if you follow the charts and be patient and wait for these setups to happen, you will benefit. If you guys are looking to learn how to day trade and looking for access to all of my strategies, my watch list, one-on-one coaching and mentorship, definitely become a lifetime member to evolutiontraders.com. You're going to get access to all of those private Discord channels. You're going to get access to 2 of my video courses, as well as access to my intraday technical analysis levels that I'm posting all day long. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I will see you guys all in the next one.